Oh, now I got it. So I've got to do a, gotta love these gear checks. I'm over all this streaming stuff and I'm onto the freaking hardware at the moment because my spring busted last session, so I just got a pre-packet one from the shop and was going to fit it, and I ended up using a plug stopper, almost like a conical overfit that fits down inside it, and lo and behold, it seems to be really stiff and very small travel. So even though it's like probably 2/3 of the spring itself, where it's gotten shorn off, just discard and refitted the old spring. Instead of the gauge of the new spring, which is pre-packaged, has the flat ends on both ends, I would have to put this stopper on it anyway to make it a flat end if I cut it to length. So if you cut springs to length, they're sort of gauged to be at that length, but if you've ever seen springs made, they just have a coil machine like a lathe which heats up the metal and runs this spring off as much or as long as they package and mass produce, like wholesale, to the different fabricators, which then compress and make a flush end on one end with some sort of heating technique or whatever they do, compress the ends so they have a flat end on each end, and then that spring is then at that length gauged for the ratio of compression that it's going to be applied to. So I'm only really going to cut this spring in half and just sort of use that, which probably, that feeling the depth of throw on this throttle could be better. I'm just going to do a quick test then, because it could be a complete fail. And notice this TT has mere minutes, hundreds of minutes before it flunks out. So I might have to come back on in an hour when I've got the angle grinder. I didn't really want to have to just do a quick cut of the spring if this works. It's a quick fix, but there really isn't much throw. And I noticed yesterday when it was good done. Actually, I might have to calibrate that. I noticed that yesterday when it was done. Oh yeah, I'm glad I decided to do that. So that's flat. Oh shit, that's probably the rubber. I don't want to damage it, but actually sure. So I should set it at not. What was it then? So 16 probably. And then I can press past it. Doesn't that set it 100% is where it's maxed out? Because if I really press it, I'll compress the rubber as well. I don't want to have to do that when I'm driving, just to get 100%. I don't know. Let's see if that works. No, that's not right. You got to get 100%. Oh, that's not going to work then, eh? Why is that? Oh, you got to set the low. Just recalibrate. Much higher then. So the zero's got to be higher. I love people watching me be simpleton. That's not much throw. That's as much as I had when it was broken, I think. Oh. Oh, that's not it. What the fracker? It's not quick. It doesn't push through like that when it gets to that rubber at the end. And it's still a very, very small throw. So we'll see how we go. And it's a VGT, so it's not going to be... I probably should have taken it the other TT, but this one's... Yeah, that's too hard to hold down. And there's nothing until that last bit. The last bit's all that rubber holding it compressed. That's not going to work. Hey, too keen just to get this freaking try and calibrate when I should just redo it. Like I'm going to wear my leg out doing that. Sorry, people. I think it will be too strenuous on my leg, this idea. And there's like put your foot down but then add pressure. Don't think I can do that. Certainly don't want to upgrade my frickin' pedal box with this old clunker. Car troubles at the moment. I didn't need to spend on this rig. I've got to spend on the other rig. GT, probably a bad choice. Didn't realise that was so downhill, that part. Might be this track. Oh no, it's this one. These two right-handers. I don't know this track. That was a big bump. Going here. Oh, and this is no chicane. No, don't know this track. Oh, that sticks. I remember this one. This was actually triple, like a right hander. You got to get right. High speed, specific line to the car. Makes a big difference if you can maximise at high speed. Driving line that's freaking could be way off. This has probably got 10 seconds to shave. 251 area of improvement. Probably can hold fourth there. Little grab a fourth maximum. Little grab a fourth there too. 91991. Oh yeah. This one opens, doesn't it? A little jump. This is a chicane. Hairpin. So much 100% throttle that I don't know if I'm getting much data on this new refit. little bit. This one, you can hold fourth here. Probably got to come back from fifth if I come into it at pace. If I can get through this one, I'm just third. I've got to come back from fourth, I think. I think I freaking crash in the middle of it. Not good. You probably come at this one a lot quicker then. That's the downhill. Just square right. Square right opens. Hairpin. Cut the first apex and I'll change down to the second. Oh, so there's a bit of high end pull. It's a wide bloody road. How to advantage that? First corner. To work on that. Getting plenty of the oversteer at the high revs, but getting plenty of pull at low revs. So. Yeah, I think there's trouble with this pedal. Start in third, then opens. Square right, opens. straight line braking. I think I'm just struggling with the pedal at the moment. Try to cut this corner. There's plenty of pull at low revs. I don't know if I'm not gradually easing it up because I've got such a 10% throw to do the gradient with. That's a sweet corner. It would be better to have less throw if I can just manage it. Get in. Overshoot, yeah, a bit. So quickly 100% that the oversteer is from 100% throttle is immediate and immense. It lets you know, just like that. I think I can do it. Fail. I think my first lap was the best. Alright, I'm going to rip this spring out, cut a new one, put it in. Maybe just a bit shorter. Well, it has to be a lot shorter because of the I've got to put a rubber stopper on the end, feed the sharp end of the spring into the rubber stopper's got like 10 mil, yeah, probably 10 or 15 mil stop on the bottom of it that I can feed the snake end of the spring into it with some sort of, yeah, see I was thinking actually put a metal washer on so that the spike on the end of the spring doesn't fucking just bite through the rubber stopper.